Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is the third place match in AoE leagues. I already uploaded all my group stage sets. There was a big group stage where we got first place in the group. I then uploaded the semifinal where I unfortunately lost. But this is the third place match against Niaz. And I wanted to bring it to you as the cast. As always, this is extra effort. This is kind of extra content. To cast games I already played and all that is a lot. So if you like this, thank you very much in advance for any likes or comments of support. So, game one was Arena here. And we had some fun little mind games here, right? Because I talked about this. I think the Bengali build is OP to go Spears and Monks through the middle. I'm not even good with Monks. I said, I think it's OP, and I did it in that one set earlier in the group stage. My opponent picked Teutons to make it interesting, right? So if I try and go Monks, he resists conversions. So I was like, ugh, didn't think about that one with my bans. And so I was going back and forth. I was going to play Wei, just thinking about it because I was scared of Teutons. But I said, you know what? Let him go Teutons. Because then I'll just go Lycav. I get 2 extra villagers from the TC. I'll have better economy than him. I'm sticking to my guns. I think he's trying to bluff me. So this is not me in game because the games are super old now. And there was some patches. So we're going off of Koala's here. Koala's VOD. Shout out to him. Sorry my face cam's covering his beautiful face. But yeah, let's move into it. Against Niaz, who's a young up-and-coming player we talked about a lot in Titans League. See if I can get the job done against him in this third-place match. So, he goes Shu. So he tried to completely bluff me off the strat. He didn't even play Teutons. So I was really happy that I went with Bengalis. But here is my thinking. See, this was pre-nerf Shu. They got crazy food income from chopping trees. And so I felt like that with good eco management, he could go full Lycav and actually maybe like kill me. So my thinking now was let's just play Lycav against his Lycav because my Lycav get bloodlines. So I thought, all right, he knows what I'm going to try. I know what he's going to try. I'm going to go bloodlines. My Lycav are better. I hold the map. He overinvests. Whatever, right? Also, I trash talked a little bit here and said I trained against the AI at the start and we were having some fun because it's third place match energy. So just lots of mind games. But also, we're really far apart. So I scout like where we are and like the monk strategy is hard when you're far apart. It's good when you're close together. We're going to skip some of this early stage stuff. It's arena. We're adding scouts. We're going to boom. Nothing too major. Now, this is Niaz has had some really good tournament results, right? He's beaten some good guys. This would be a confidence boost for me to beat him. This is exactly what I wanted from signing up for this. Playing against Ozone and Rodrix and Prisma. This is kind of important for me to feel some confidence that I can beat these guys on ladder, but also in tourney settings as well, right? So I go for Lycav, he goes for Lycav. It is literally just Lycav from both of us. Normally the Bengalis have, because of the additional vills, they have an edge here. But he's way faster to the town centers. And he has actually collected 200 more resources than me already, even though the vill count's even, because of that food income from him. Now, fun fact about Lycav and Scouts. A Lycav with the same speed upgrades as Scouts is 0.05 speed slower, which means if we both get Husbandry, I can't catch him. I forget if I have Husbandry here. But what I did is I added the Monastery early to get relics, which are rather far away if you notice. They're not very close to me. They're much closer to him. And I also went for Husbandry, but I can't catch him right now. So I've done this before on Arena as well. I think it's really smart. You don't actually play to secure the relics. You play boom first, and then you just make it really difficult for them to get the relics. And so he's made me work here, which has delayed certain things, and he's trying to kill my monks, trying to stop that. And I'm thinking, all right, well, I got to pressure him then. I got to get some pressure in. He's just trying to skip Castle Age and go Imp and kill me with Traction Trebs. If I hold the position in the middle, even if he starts to push back, it's like his first castle spot, for example, his first castle spot might need to be further back. The idea of pressuring is not to win the game right now. The idea is to keep him condensed in his base, give me time to get those relics, prepare whatever I need. So we end up getting good kills. We're starting to get the relics now. I expected him to go for siege now in defense against my siege. So I've added the another monastery just to mix in a couple more monks. Bengali monks are strong. We're dropping outposts along the front. He's on the way to imp. Now, normal civs, you would go to stone for the castle to make trebs and whatnot, but he can just make traction trebs. He's making a bunch of archers right now. And I'm just cooking up here with the eco. I have 3 relics already, about to get 5 back to my base. But that'll take a little bit of time, and I'm still just massing that siege, still just hoping to take some fights right now. I do not want to deal with imp. Redemption might have been excessive here, but I did it because I had enough gold to still reach imp anyways. And force him to delete a mangonel at least. But he's got a lot of crossbows here. And look at the resources collected, guys. Like, we've had identical ecos, essentially, with upgrades. I have handcart, though I just got it. I've got relics, and he's collected 2,000 more resources than me. And he's imp at 27 minutes. Now he's getting these upgrades. Now he can beat mangonels. And I know this, so I'm thinking, okay, prepare a castle at home, hope to get some big hits, play into skirmishers, we hold, we have all the relics. Or we will get all the relics. I don't know why there's still one sitting there. So, archer range is coming up for me, castle's on the front, and here he comes with his army. I need a lot of time right now. This is a lot of pressure for me. And those traction trebs can be produced before chemistry, so they could hit really quickly. I have double blacksmith here to get the upgrades on my skirms as quickly as possible. And I'm still thinking of making monks to convert the traction trebs. Now, the history of the traction treb, they like introduced this with the recent DLC, right? People thought they sucked. People didn't know what they were talking about. People thought they sucked, okay? And so what the devs did then is they added conversion resistance because people were complaining monks could convert them. I never fully understood that because traction trebs have 14 range and they one-shot monks. So I felt like they didn't need the conversion resistance at that time. My skirms are killing the arbalest in the north, but my point is, as I have the monk there, I can't get close to them easily, especially if he gets siege engineers. I'm under a lot of pressure right now. Now, I don't know if they'll show it, but there's a monastery there, and I've got random monks popping out of the monastery right to the south. So I'm actually catching a traction treb or two, forcing him to delete there. I'm hoping to use my trebs. I don't get bombard cannons, so I'm hoping to use my trebs to hit his trebs. And I'm hoping to hold on to the map here. But this is tough. We'll lose our castle to those traction trebs. Skirmisher upgrades are in. We have a lot of skirms in queue, but we have no easy way to get in and kill those traction trebs right now. And it just feels impossible for me to do it. I'm essentially depending on my opponent to make a mistake. He actually goes for heresy? I did not know that. That's crazy. So he spends 1,000 gold on heresy. Whoa. So I'm like, I need better units than skirms. What can I try? And I saw he had skirm. This is kind of rare, but I said, let's try elite battle elephant. Like, let's go. We've got some gold income right now. Let's get some Ellies in there. Get some tank to run in after this. Because, yeah, he doesn't have... He is mainly skirms. Now, he's just got castles everywhere. He's going to switch to the unique unit. He's going to switch to White Feather Guard, it seems. And if he were to make the hero, which the Civ gets, he actually... The units heal up in the group. Also, with the other unique tech, this Civilization's infantry gets more HP just being together. So he could play in towards Hal. But they're my Ellies, guys. They're my Ellies. I'm not trickle trebbing. I deleted a castle there for a second. I wanted to place it forward. I'm going to push because I feel like I'm really far behind right now. My elephants go in. These are some tanky Ellies right now. Are they tanky enough? I'm just giving myself time to take down that castle with my trebs. That's what I'm hoping for. His hero is out. His hero is in there somewhere. These White Feather Guards are shredding. And my trebuchets need to pack up. Now they're getting pushed. My rally point's right there in the middle. I'm losing lots of army here. That castle looked good a second ago. That castle might complete and just go down immediately. And yeah, I'm just getting completely pushed here. Completely overrun. Just completely overrun. Amazing army production from him. Nice tech switches from him. And just a nice build. Like the build to give me the relics and just kill me an early imp was sick with traction trips. I think it was perfect. By the way, I call the GG. He says GG. And he says this Civ is so busted. So I was kind of feeling like I played a pretty decent game. I mean, do that with Bengalis against a lot of Civs. The opponent never reaches imp. The opponent never has a time to push there. Remember, the Civ has been nerfed since. The food eco from the wood is crazy combined with the discounts. He played it well. He played it well. And if Shu was busted, I needed to be more aggressive maybe. Or I needed to ban it or pick it myself. That's just how tournaments work, right? Bengalis are seen as busted in a lot of situations too. That was well played from him. I don't know what I could do differently there. Like maybe, like I feel like I have to get the relics. The Siege Workshop maybe needs to come out a little bit faster, but I could have always lost those vills. Yeah, I think everything I did with the Siege and the Monks needs to come a minute or two faster, and I can actually get value. It felt like I broke down the gate, and then he pushed me back. But the timings felt right for me. So, but yeah, it wasn't right. All right, so we end up going with evacuation then. And we got evacuation next. Again, sorry, I don't really know what to do with the cam. I feel like we're losing a lot of space here. But I'm committed to this now. It's because I want you to see the details from the capture edge at the bottom right. I don't want to cover up this guy's face. I also don't want to look like off screen. I think that's weird. So it's a little scuffed, but we're doing our best. I talked about it when I played this last time that I really feel I need Civ with better eco bonuses. So I opted for the Woo. And the Woo get food when they build the docks and the barracks. So that's already huge. And they have the regenerating man-at-arms. So my plan was to be aggressive, pressure with man-at-arms, adapt from there onto water and land. And looks like he's bringing in a boar. Right off screen there. You just caught that. He brought a boar from the outside. So he's Armenians. I thought he would play longsword here. Longsword or galleys. One or the other. Both those things are really good for the Armenians. And so far, we tracked him the whole way in. And we have our militia there with our scout as well. And we got some damage done. And so I am now the aggressor. And he's going to fall back and defend a little bit here. My goal is just to run around with these things. I'm going to hit the outside. And notice I'm walling at home as well. This is what we didn't have last time, so we have the walls there. My plan is to wall to the edge over there too. So this man-at-arms can't get in, and I'm hoping I can pressure him on the outside. So walls are key here. Walls are key. You got to keep those walls up, though. And maybe he could break through the walls, and then I could have some bigger issues here. And so this is a problem for me. I don't have a villager there, and I'm trying to repair that. And unfortunately, I mean, his scout was weak too. Unfortunately, he gets right in. So the walls are really vulnerable in this map too. Panic time for me already. Micros needed with the archers and the villagers. They do a pretty good job there. There was able to kill a villager. I think I killed 2 actually. And then the infantry also regenerates for me and doesn't regenerate for him. Now on the outside, I have to quickly get these walls up. Woo do build houses faster, so it's pretty nice in these instances. So I'm able to get my woodline protected. This map is crazy, and I'm casting this off someone else's cast at 2 times speed. So bear with me. My scout sees his archers are coming forward, so I know he's going to end up going there. And I'm pretty happy with the opening so far because I haven't taken any eco damage. And I'm also walled, but those men-at-arms are still out there. And the man-at-arms are actually into my woodline right now. I'm defending that, but unfortunately not on screen. He went galleys, which surprised me. I was really shocked to see galleys here. I lost a villager on my mill here to the man-at-arms. They got in through to the mill. I just dropped the tower there. Super messy, super awkward situation there, but I'm going to wall that up. But Niaz is winning water right now, unfortunately. So the water situation does matter, especially when you're trying to cross. So I have to recover there. The Armenian galleys are really solid. Man-at-Arms also went down for me. I don't remember where. Ooh, but his archers broke through, and I sniped the archers there. So just like a lot of adapting in this game. A lot of back and forth. Res collected is dead even. So after the previous game, it felt like it was kind of scaling his direction with the Civ. Here, I felt like I really liked the Wu against the Armenians, but it was pretty close. End up losing water. I'll send my fires to the crossing, and my archers make it into his base. He went for the big walls. My archers make it in there. And I'm now on the way to Castle Age. So, in an even game on evac, I always think this is just boom, 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 boom. Like, get the town centers. And then I'm walling the outside so there could be no potential pressure there. My archers are still in his base here. Still forcing a lot of reactions from him. And also, Jean Swordsman are a really tanky unit. And they're pretty busted as well. This is before Jean Swordsman were nerfed too. Before this whole DLC was nerfed. Yeah, archers were able to make it through. He's having a really tough time balancing out his res right now. I thought I had the game won here. I'm like, GG. I mean, I'm not actually saying GG, right? I'm not like overconfident. What I didn't realize is that he had 8 fish. So I thought he just had the same amount as me, and I was killing all these vills. So he's still in an adaptable state, but my crossbows sit right underneath that tower, disrupting the outer eco. And I am still not killing those fishing ships. Here, my crossbows are just getting crazy value. I still don't have that second town center up either. But we got the fire galleys here, which is really nice to disrupt him from coming to the outside. Like, that eco looks really awkward for him. I think any other Civ, if he doesn't have Georgians or Armenians and mule carts on this other area, he's dead. But because he can still have somewhat efficient eco with the mule carts, he's been okay here. War galley upgrade for me to upgrade to push back on water. Crossbows come in underneath the church there on the right. Jean Swordsman attacking some warrior priests here, just kind of harassing in the middle. We're going back and forth. We got the water. We got a couple Jean Swordsmen trying to get in. But it's really been the crossbows. 20 eco kills for us right now. Those crossbows are just everywhere, which is really good. So I'm thinking our eco transitions are perfect on farms. We have 3 town centers. Normally, you need you're playing towards a castle now. But I've really liked 4 town centers on this map because it tends to go on for a really long time. Again, he's managing things really nicely, and he's getting relics. Like, he's got 3 relics, 4 relics now. He gets the free relic with Armenians. He's got the relics with the warrior priests in the middle. I didn't necessarily have a unit to fight back against warrior priests. But my crossbows are still here. Man, those crossbows are just so sick. Well done, crossbows. And yeah, I go for the 4th town center there. And I've got outposts and everything through the middle, so if he ever comes my direction, I'm fine. But he does have warrior priests, and warrior priests are out and about anyway, so they can kill some vills. And this is where, like, it's just so well played from him. He knows how this game is trending. He knows where my army is. And now he's castling me to pressure me, and I just immediately react with my own castle. I was planning on this anyways. All my army comes out here, and now it's castle v castle, but this is next to my economy. So yeah, I'm going to try and make petards. Petards are going to go after the castles. I'm making a siege workshop here to go for a ram as well. But my eco gets completely nuked because of this. I've got a bunch of vills in there. And it just gets really messy here. This is just quality play from Niaz. Frustrating. If I built my castle before that TC, which I could have done, it's no problem. His castle's not close to mine. I have the eco to go imp. I can make traction trebs. But he's petarding my castle down. He had rams faster. He's going to take my castle down. And guys, this is the type of thing that I need to get better at. I need to get better. Like that is avoidable, but it's also really well played from him. So frustrating to see it. Now it's full adapt. I castle his side with my own castle to pressure that area. I go for guard tower so he can't mangonel push me. Big eco lead for us right now. We were able to kill his fish, by the way. We still got fire galleys on the crossing. His relics are there. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take those relics. Big stone walls. I've got a ram behind the walls randomly. Again, this is full adapt. So just produce vills, add farms. Sometimes you're kind of questioning if you add a tower or not because the stone's really valuable. You don't question crap here. Just full intuition. I tend to do really well in chaotic games, but my worry here was if he goes imp and makes trebuchets, I am not anywhere near imp. But yeah, I house wall that up. I ram him down. I stop producing vills because I'm worried that he's on the way to the Imperial Age. And I'm just idling to make it to imp for traction trebs. Siege Workshop's on the way up, so I can make that. Also, do you see the mangonel trap behind my Siege Workshop? That was fun. I tried to add that mangonel earlier from behind the walls. Stupid game. Just unfortunate. Yep, that one. Unfortunate. I sent the rally point to the north, and there was a gap. So ridiculous. But yeah, he's not on the way to imp. So we've been able to hold. We've got some gold. We'll take the relics. And traction trebs from both sides would be ideal. So I could completely clear him out of the starting area. But I'm thinking late game compositions. Armenians make archers. They make champions. That's pretty much it. Wu, they make infantry. They can make cav. They can make ranged units as well. So I've got better options. And I've got traction trebs. And traction trebs versus a civ that doesn't even get bombard cannon is huge. Little bit of raiding army there from those crossbows looping back in. And yeah, I'm getting my upgrades. And I'm planning some cannon galleons as well. Or I guess that's loose swans. I've got another dock going up. That'll happen eventually. And kind of like I would with the treb push, you drop the castle next to your trebs and push them back. But I've got the traction trebs coming. And my skirmishers and crossbows. My crossbows will find some damage there. I just run right through with the skirms. Because I'm like, I don't think he actually has a lot right now. This feels kind of weird, but I wanted damage of some kind. He loses a bunch of scorpions. I think that could have maybe been better. But I'm still looking elsewhere. I'm still ramming in the south. I'm still taking the relics in the south. We take the castle down. That's really good. And so now I'm like, all right, I think I won. Let's just force him to tap out. It's a best of 3, by the way. I don't know if I said that. It's not a best of 5. So we would go to the final game. And I mean, I'm in full control right now. The only thing that I need to do here is I need to not throw, which means I need to sort out. I need to kill him, but I need to know what he's doing, and I need to know what to do against it. I don't know what he's doing yet. But yeah, traction trebs I feel are really strong. They've since been nerfed a little bit. I still think they're really strong. Being able to make them immediately an imp is so good. And outranging monks is so good. I know not all of you will share that opinion. You can maybe let me know in the comments if you think they're good or not. But I've made it pretty clear. I think they're very strong. It's tough to really balance them. I think they're in a good spot. It's really more so the other civ bonuses of the civs that get traction trebs that I think might need to be tweaked by the devs at some point. But I mean, they did. They already nerfed the Wu a little and the Shu a little. But I know what he's going for now. I see 1,000,000 barracks. And so I'm like, okay, I can go champion too. Now he gets Feriders. So his champions get 100 HP. My champion's regen. So, you know, I wasn't entirely sure. I have champion queued up behind two-handed swordsman right now. I have 30 units in queue. Also need to get blacksmith upgrades here. But yeah, I felt like when you have the eco lead, even if you have inferior units, you could still manage it. That's the state that I thought we were in right now. I've got 4 relics. He's got 2. Where we have good coverage on stones, good coverage on golds. And I'm also going to pressure with water. And I have castles, so you can't really push my castles. I fall back to the castles there. He'll have to run away, and I'm just going to raid with the champs. I'm fully popped, and I have 40 units in queue, so I just thought I can lose my units underneath the castle. He can't. But he is 200 pop. And I don't have Blast Furnace yet, and I don't have 100 HP. So in this champ v champ battle, he's going to destroy me. Like, the HP is king, usually. More important than attack. I am getting keep. I am getting tower upgrades. Just other things that can help me there. I also see he's docking here. And so I think I make a couple ships. I re-patrol. I have some ships around. I want to stop him from being able to regain control on water. It's been a minute, but I think there's a point where deleting villagers makes sense. But that's only if we start to really lose ground. So he siege towers around like a nerd. Really pulls my army out of position. He's hoping to take the traction trebs down from me. He does take a really nice fight there. But he's not taking down the keeps. So the keeps are still up. And, I mean, eventually he's going to have to back off. And he does. And now's when I felt like, okay, well, I need arbs too. Because his champions are better. So we queue up some arbs. But like my eco's 125 vils is kind of the lowest you ever want. You don't really want to go below that unless you really, really have to. And I still have the map. I'm getting heated shot. I'm dropping towers on the shoreline right now. So towers on the shoreline to help against any ships he's making that we just cleared up, by the way. His trebuchet's exposed. That's the first sign I've seen he's trying to push me back in a long time. Still completing some keeps. His champions are still really tanky, but he's losing a lot of ground. He's losing a lot of units. We have a very nice unit queue here. And Arbalest felt like the perfect play. Again, maybe he has to go skirms then or something. But his population has dropped. This is a game that I could have had we could have finished off a long time ago. But I think it's important that we were able to adapt from the chaos with that castle on the front. Like that, I guess the lesson there is maybe just drop my own castle first. Just, if I'm already ahead, that's his win condition, is to push that position. Just get a castle up there first and do the rest the same. But we played great here. I was very happy with this. After the first game, I thought he outperformed me there. Maybe outdrafted, I don't know. I was very, very happy with this opening. The crossbow, managing the crossbows, managing all the eco behind was awesome. We'll pat ourselves on the back there. And when things got crazy up here, we castle dropped his main base here, which was a good call. I'm happy with that. So 1-1, it's a best of 3. We move into the next game. And let's just go. And so we're on shorelines. Now, if you watched my semifinal against Ozone, you will remember that I felt like the map was bad. And I also complained about the 9 villager start because he didn't have enough time to scout, right? So now I thought there that if like you get a map where you can wall, you should always go wall and galleys, okay? So my thinking is he's Japanese, same civ I played. He's going to do the same thing I tried, which was be aggressive, and I'm just going to wall. I'm going to do the same crap Ozone did that I thought was OP and I complained about. I've got amazing wall off. I'm going to expect this, and I'm going to play double dock galleys, win the water, and then adapt into archers from there. It's not nearly as good as Ozone Space, but I could do very similar things here. I'm only walling with 1 wood line instead of 2, but... So, forward dock. I think the power of Malay in the previous game was very, very strong, right? Because he was up on galleys very quickly, but I'm Dravidians here. So it's this balance of, I got to address land at some point. I got to also win water. I was debating, do I go fires? Do I go galleys? I wanted to mix in some fires here to defend from the early pressure. So I have 2 docks. I moved my initial dock villager down. And he's pressuring me with man-at-arms already. So I will go for a range for an archer or 2. Very similar to Ozone. He's getting arson. He's pushing through. I just decide, let's tower it. Water's really important right now. There's fights happening there. I lost my dock villager. And Niaz is going to be really stubborn on the front there, repairing these fires. Which I can't do now because I lost my dock villager to that scout. Niaz has a big fire ship queue. He will also try and pressure over there, which I will wall out. But the pressure is mounting a little bit. And I've got, there's activity on water right now. And I'm getting, he's making me work. I'm getting stressed. He's making me work big time. I kill his scout. My fish are alive. And I'm counterattacking with skirms, which is a bit weird. I don't know why I'm doing that. I think I was looking for archers. But the archers never came. Okay, now here, I don't know if this is it. There's a really important moment in this game, so I might slow down. Okay, we win water. That's an important moment. Well, we don't win water. We win that fight. Okay, I think this is it. So, guys, you'll probably know this because you guys are the dedicated crew. If you're watching this, you probably you probably know a bit more about the game state. So, I love his face right now. That's actually really good for him because he kills my fish and he has 5 fishing ships at home. But regrouping. Occasionally, you click units back and they will just go forward first. My ships are very weak and there could be potential demos out here. So I'm switching into galleys now because I want to have a few fires in front and then have galleys just win water. That's kind of my approach. I see a demo. There I back away. That didn't seem like a regroup. From what I remember, my units regrouped and that was the game's fault. I don't know if that's true. That didn't actually look like a regroup. Usually it's more obvious. But that was really good for him. Really good engagement. He killed my fish. I think he may have even killed a villager. He's now walling the middle. I really have no choice. I kind of have to recover and win water now. There's my skirmisher. What the? I've got a skirmisher there. Yeah, really solid opening. Really solid opening. Lots of pressure. He killed the villager on the dock, right? And then he killed my 3 fishing ships. And he's got really nicely balanced eco behind. And now we are going to adapt into the late game. Thing I did a really good job of this game is balancing my economy. Balancing and protecting myself on land. And if I can come back on water now, snipe his fishing ships at least, start to drop some town centers, start to take this late. I do like the Dravidians here because you have the faster firing skirms. You have good champions. So I felt like there was maybe still some opportunities, but obviously advantage Niaz right now. My plan was to add some scouts so we could control scout the map a little bit. Just look for relics. And he had outposts around, so I was a little paranoid that maybe he was going to sneak in with an army. Sometimes when you see that, though, you think there is an army and you like really, you make something to deal with it. But I didn't see anything and I didn't want to make stupid armies here. Armies that could get no value against his walls otherwise, right? War Galley upgrade coming in for us. He did land a little demo there, but we're on the second TC faster. Our eco transitions are pretty smooth. No horse collar yet. But yeah, we're turning this into a game. We see some relics. We're starting to collect some relics right now. We can also use monks to convert fires. So that's always an option. And random fire galleys are going to be looping all around. He isn't applying any pressure with siege or crossbows or anything, and he's letting us boom. So I'm cooking right now. And I do see a lot of the relics as well. So this is close. Kind of similar to the first game. Kind of similar to the second game, where like now, if it was evacuation, I could ideally push the middle with something. I don't have that. What I'm trying to do is be as sneaky as humanly possible with what I have. What I have is a couple archers on land that are going to be sitting behind walls here in a second. I'm sneaking a dock in the north that I'm hoping he doesn't see. I've got that other dock too, just like trying to maneuver around with the fires and stop him from fishing and just make it tough for him to do everything else he needs to do. The war galleys are really nice long-term thing here, but it doesn't range any of my economy otherwise. And I've been on 3 town centers for a while. And like I said, random fire galleys rolling in. This takes a lot of his focus, which is good for us here. Also, yeah, my archers there. They might be found, but I'm starting to build outposts along the south, get some vision on that area, think about how things might look there over the longer stages of the game. See what he's doing. Is he making anything? I mean, he's adding fish with Japanese. That's really strong. We lose our monks on the shoreline. We did convert some fires there, though, if I remember correctly. And I've got more fires coming in. So just random annoying angles. Farms coming up. Wheelbarrow coming in. This is the final game. Best of 3. Get 3rd place. Don't really care about 3rd place. But I care about winning this series, you know? I want to win the set. I wanted to be 1st place, but then Ozone didn't win his group. And then Ozone played me in the semifinal and played like a god. He was supposed to win his group against Niaz. And then maybe this would be the semifinal. I don't know. How dare Ozone, though. And how dare Niaz. That was smart. Deleted the 1 knight. Kills my monk. So I still don't actually have any relics. I'm going to drop a castle down here. But I've killed a lot of his war galleys. Like, a lot of his war galleys. He used to have, well, he used to have 10. But I think he's also been producing more. So the engagements have been pretty decent. He also had more fishing ships. Hello. That's an alert. So we also killed off the fishing ships. But like I said, I like Dravidians in this matchup. The fact that we get bombard cannons is really nice. He doesn't have ballistics yet, so I'm moving to the side occasionally to dodge some shots, or not, or just run right into a demo. Never mind. That's you know what you should try and do. But I was probably looking at some of those fire galleys down towards the south. I think I started to make some movements towards the middle here. I believe that's what he's maybe looking at. He is on the way to the Imperial Age. I am not, but now I click, and I'm still feeling, I don't know, I'm still feeling pretty good about my eco setup at this time. Now, I think I would lose the game instantly here if he notices my docks in the very north, because this Navy, Imperial Age Navy, could range everything here. So I can't keep my docks up for very long. But he doesn't see those docks, so I'm able to sneak some fires. And if I can get fast fire upgrade, he could have some issues. More docks are going up. He hasn't really checked there. I think he's expecting more action down here because it's where I've had docks and some random fires before. I've stonewalled up the south. It's going to be big Navy from him, and then maybe occasionally a couple trebs. It's the last game. I've got to play on. I can't give up. Don't have any relics, though. What? How did I not get any relics? I thought I had... Oh, there's one. Oh, there we go. There we get a relic. There we kill a monk. There we take that gold. And in the north, we're getting fires. In the north, we're dropping a castle on the shoreline. We are still in the game. So my thinking was big Navy win and then treb the middle. Like kind of all at once. That was my hope. Oh, God. I didn't click fast fire yet. So brutal. So bad. So bad. I noticed it now, but the fight was actually half decent. So I stayed. But if I had fast fire there, I never have to fall back, and I'm taking that entire fight before Galleon. Oh, that would have been so good. Fast fires are looping around the south now. Fast fire's here, getting the fights I want. He's getting shipwright. He knows Navy's going to be important. Shipwright's a big long-term upgrade for the Navy. I'm still massing my trebs. Here, unfortunately, my tower will go down. But this was not horrible for us. Now, I'm also thinking I want Galleon eventually. I think I considered Therisidai. But... And I'm also getting shipwright too. Yeah. So I was thinking he wouldn't get shipwright. It's not an upgrade everybody gets. I've casted a lot of games, and shipwright can just help you so much. So in my mind, I have it, and he doesn't. But well played from him. He's got 14 demos in queue. Oh my God. Okay, so we're making him panic. We're making him work. But I mean, he's still got the Galleon mass right now, and he's also getting elite cannon Galleon. So I'm massing. I want to make hand cannons and some bombard cannons and some trebs to push where we can on land. But I'll basically win water, push middle, snowball, kill everything, take the game. That's the thinking. We're obviously behind with control, but maybe doable. I like the towers from him. Towers are really good with Japanese. It's a good move. He was not expecting me to have trebs there, though, and he was not expecting me to be back on water like this. That I am back with a force, guys. A force that is attacking a dock and instead of his galleons, though, so I need to be careful. All about, like, your pop ratios right now. We're both fully boomed. We both have lots of res. This is where trebs can become really valuable. Castle positions are really valuable, too. I did not expect him to have a cannon galleon, though. So he has a cannon galleon. It saves his castle. And my navies had to loop from the north back down here to the south to deal with this. And now I'm getting cut off by a tower there. So now I'm like, well, crap. I can't actually, I can't come through there until I take those towers down. So my trebs are working on that. And I'm thinking increasingly I need to come through that other choke right here because this is getting bad. His navy comes through. He snipes my trebs. He keeps his keep up. He'll kill my vills. I'm going for, like, I'm thinking big push. Siege elephant. Normally you'd go siege ram in this situation with other civs. But I go for siege elephant upgrade just so I could have the push work all in one swoop here. And I'm also going for my own cannon galleon. So I'm going to slowly push the left side of the water, and then he's going to slowly push this side. This is actually where I thought losing villagers wouldn't be a horrible thing if it's happening, because I need as much pop as I can for this push. This is going to be a massive pushback. It's easier for him to rebuild towers than it is for me to rebuild castles, though. I'm dropping towers in case he raids. He's not raiding yet. He has a lot of trebuchets on the way, though. My navy comes in. This is my chance, guys. This is my chance. That's a big navy. I have some trebs there. My plan is run to the middle, build some towers, build a castle, push all of this back. The siege elephants, let's go normal speed here. The siege elephants, are pushing. Now, he had some trebs. He had so many trebs. So I delete that castle. He had trebs ready. Now I'm hoping the elephants usually... Wow, this feels so slow now. Usually elephants are pretty nice here. Or siege rams are pretty nice here because you tank a lot of the galleon fire. And that seems to be the case. So I'm actually winning water big time. But how valuable is water? Like, he's got more land control. He's got more gold income than me. His trebuchets are taking down the entirety of the right side of my base right now. So I've got 40 galleons. I'm trying with two-handed swordsmen now, too. I was thinking, like, ideally it would have been champions with the elephants all at once. But too much was going wrong at once. And yeah, this is some, I can't deal with these towers. I can't deal with these towers. He could just replace them everywhere. And I needed to be regaining the middle right now. I need to be in that position. I'm not. I've sustained too much damage, and I tap out and call the GG. So we lose the semifinal to Ozone 3-1. We lose this series to Niaz 2-1. This is, he executed the strategy I tried against Ozone very well. The chaos made him win water, and then in Castle Age, he was great. Like, the man-at-arms won him water, essentially. It was a well-executed plan, and then he boomed well, he controlled the map well, and yeah, he outplayed me here. Having said all that, I really enjoyed this season. Getting 4th place is fine. You think of the players that I'm behind. You would have, I guess Rodrix was in the final, so... You know, Rodrix isn't a player that has as much experience. Maybe I'm on par with Rodrix. Niaz and Ozone are doing crazy in tournaments these days. They're both Silver League players. My personal feeling is if I was allowed to play Titans League, I would be in Silver League. I think and I've spoken to other people who agree, and I do practice sessions, blah, 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 blah. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it because I feel I played well. I feel like I wasn't out of my depths, you know? I wasn't out of my depth. There's things that I can adjust, things that I can do, things that I can work on. Sometimes I think if I play other events and it's like I'm against a top 20 guy, I just feel like a sack of crap because the level difference is so high, even though we're all top 100. I could have adjusted things in both sets and played better, and it's not like I have to be younger or faster to do so. So overall, really happy. We got wins from Prisma, Rodrix, Ozone, Niaz. We didn't get swept the entire season, right? We either won 2-0 in the group stage or we got a win from everybody. So every set was pretty competitive. I'll take that. So yeah, that's my sum up of AoE leagues season 14. The first time I played. Shout out again to the AoE leagues team for putting on the event. They are doing another one, and I would love to sign up, but it's pretty much overlapping with Titans League. And Titans League, I'm going to be casting big time and not able to really focus my attention on anything that much as a player. I wish I could play Titans League. That would be really cool. I can't, though. I will keep my eye out for other tournaments. Depending on basically what's going on with the content and the channel, I may sign up here or there. I'm not committing to being a full-time player. I'm not committing to be just a full-time content creator. I kind of want to be both. And I don't expect to ever be a top 10 talent, but hey, maybe in some events I could put up a fight and have some upsets. I've done it before, beating FedEx in tournaments and playing well in team game tournaments. So I feel as though I've improved a little. And sometimes a little is all it takes to go up a step when you're a top 100 player. So I'm pretty happy. I gained some confidence and some experience from this season, which is what I wanted. So thank you so much, guys, for your interest in this. I don't know what the views are going to be on the semifinal and this third place match, but at least during the group stage stuff, people were really interested. Sorry it took over a month to get to, but I was busy. And sorry I couldn't cast the games because the recs were broken, but that's just the game. And I hope that even though it was kind of scuffed, you still did enjoy watching me cast it in that way. As always, like, sub, comment, all that good stuff, and hang around because we'll have more videos coming up in the future, as always, in the middle of a couple recording sessions here to get some content up over the Christmas season. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all as well, depending on when you see this. So take care, everybody. See you next time.